Good morning, students. Myself Yogen Singh, and again I am before you with an English poem written by Stephen Spender, and it is prescribed in 12th class. The title of my poem is An Elementary School Classroom in a Slum. Okay, students, now before starting the poem, I would like to tell you that this poem has been written by Spender about a slum area where there is a school for children, but how much benefit this school was giving to the children and how these children were spending. All this has been described through the poem. In this poem, Spender had written that these children who are studying in this school, they are very far away. It means all those facilities which in today's school the students are having, they are far from the reach of these children. So, starting his poem, Stephen writes, "Far, far from gusty waves, these children's faces like rootless weeds." Here the Spender wants to explain that these children who are studying in this school, it seems that all these children are very far away from those places where children are exposed to fresh air or to the sea. These children are the useless weed, as the weed is thrown away and there is no use of weed. In the same manner, it seems that the use of these children's education or these children, society has considered useless. That's why they are in this school. The hair torn around their pallor, the tall girl with her weighed down head. Now he explains that all these children have no time, no any instrument that will help them to comb their hair, because they don't get such things. They don't know how they can comb their hair, or they have to go to school by combing their hair. They are just getting up and going to school. They don't know. Then he explains about a special children, that is a girl. She was very tall in her size, but because she has some problem in her back, that's why she has weighed down. It seems that she was doing some exercise and she has doubled her body. The paper seeming boy. Another boy was there, but he was so thin as a paper. He was so thin, with rat's eyes, and his eyes are very small but sparkle like a rat. The stunted, unlucky hair of twisted bones, reciting our father's gnarled disease. His lesson from his desk. Now he tells that yes, there is another boy. Unluckily, he has adopted twisted bone disease from his father, and he was standing over his desk and he is reciting the poem. But actually, this boy is reciting the disease that his father had, because his father also had twisted bones and this boy also has twisted bones. At back of dim class, one unnoted, sweet and heat. And the whole class, there is no light. Quite dark is there. That's why Spender says that there is a dim class. But in that dim class, he was also able to see a quite lovely, beautiful face of a young boy. His eyes live in dream of a squirrel's game in the tree room other than this. But it seems the boy is not interested in the class. It seems that he was dreaming, and now the poet with the image clarified that maybe this boy is thinking about some squirrel's nest where he can go and explore what things are there. but unfortunately he was sitting in that class. Next, he tells us that the condition of the school is quite bad because all the walls, he wrote here, on sour cream walls donations. He said that all the paint of the walls have been faded away, and the donation board that was there where the name had been written, there was also a picture of Shakespeare. There was also a painting of cloudless town. There was also some other pictures of the houses of the city, where he was the flowers and other valleys were also painted in that picture. But unfortunately, with the walls, these paintings have also faded away so much that these students could not learn anything from it. Along with it, there is also a map, though it is an open-ended map that shows everything, but unfortunately, nothing is clear in that map also. Avoiding its work, and yet for these children, these windows not this world. Actually, student, all of you know, there's either it is a painting or either it is a picture or either it is a map. All these things open new window of knowledge to you also. In your class, we also use such things to explain you some more things, to make your knowledge more accurate. But in this poem, Spender want to explain that no, nothing, neither the beautiful valley picture, nor Shakespeare's picture, nor the open-ended map, all these things is not providing any knowledge to these children, because their knowledge is not up to that mark that they could understand the map, or they could learn about Shakespeare, or they could take out the essence of beauty from that painting, where all their future is painted with a folk, because they know very well that their future, after getting education, every children goes to the world to serve and get beautiful salary from there. He gets handsome salary from there, and he makes his own world colorful. But all these children know that we don't have to go anywhere because our future is dark. We can't do anything after studying here. We have to live in the same slum area forever. A narrow street shield in the lead sky, and it seems that what they have to see, only this narrow lane in which they are living, far, far from rivers, caps and stars of earth. And this street is like a closed circle from where people are not able to expose themselves neither to mountains, neither to any river, neither to any valley, neither to any sea. That's why they don't know about these things. So the children who are looking to all these necessary items that were in the class, they were useless for these children. Next is that surely Shakespeare is weak and the map is a bad example with ships and suns and love tempting them to stay. Now Spender says that why you have put a picture here? Shakespeare is like a wicked creature for them, because their knowledge, their standard of getting knowledge is not up to that they could understand anything about Shakespeare and his royalty, what he had written in his poems. In the same manner, the map, which is showing many more things to them, ships, sun, all these things just distracting them, because in reality they never chance to see anything like that. So how could they understand? Neither they can understand the poems or the plays of Shakespeare, and neither they can understand anything of beautiful that has been shown in the map. For lips that slyly turn in their trumpet oath, because their life had made them again and again from where? Just to go into their dark rooms And when they come out, even their street, there is darkness all over because there is too much pollution. They are not able to see the sun also. That's why. What they understand? Their life has become like a rat who comes out in search of some grain or anything else and then go into his hole from fog to the endless night. Now he tells, what is their life? Their life, when they come out, they expose only to fog there, and when they go inside, there is always a dark night for these children. On their slag heap, these children wear skins peeped through by bones and spectacles of with mended glass. And these children whose health is so weak, he tells that these children, it seems that they have no body. It seems that their bones were peeping outside from their body. There is no fat over their body. They are only a skeleton. And other thing, their eyesight is so weak that they are having big glasses. They are having thick glasses over there, and those glasses are not new. They are mended glasses. They are old, used, thrown away things. And they are where the surrounding where they are living, it is full of dust and garbage only. So in such a plight of condition, all these children were living. All of their time and space are foggy slum. And all the time of all these children, the whole day, they are forced to spend only in this slum area. They don't get chance to go anywhere else. That's why they don't know anything. Only two things they know. If they come out, they have exposure to the fog. And when they go inside, they have exposure only to darkness. So blot their maps with slum as big as Rome. And that's why it seems to them the map that has been became black for them. Because nothing they were able to understand from that. Their life has totally full of darkness. They have no spark of light. That's why after describing the condition of these children, either it is from a school atmosphere or it is from the atmosphere in they are surviving. Now Spender makes a strong appeal to all those people who are responsible to take care of their life. Now he was making a strong appeal. What? Unless governor, teacher, inspector, visitor. He tell that there is a group. Governor of that area, teacher of that school, even the inspectors who are coming to inspect the school, and the visitors and the donors. He make an appeal to all them. This map becomes their window and these windows. He tells that the map that is there, it may become a window of knowledge for them. But when break that shut down their lives like a catacombs. Because this slum area has closed over their life and they are like caterpillars which could not. They are like a small butterflies who keep themselves close in a cell. But when they become mature, they break it and come out. But these children's life never have a break. So that's why here is Spender and making a strong appeal to these people that break that catacomb, break that area, break that limit till the breakdown and show the children green. He makes a strong request. First of all, giving knowledge to these children. If you want to give them something, then please let them cross the limit of their slum area. Please take these children to the natural fields. Take them to the seashore. Their world run azure on gold sands. Let them play. Going on the sea beach, and then they have to play in the sand of sea beach. Let their tongues run naked into. Then you can see the books that they are not able to understand, they will speak it. It means that they get the practical knowledge. What they were not able to understand at their school, they were able to understand that thing only by watching and observing the thing by themselves. And green leaves open history is the earth whose language is the sun. And now he tells that there may be a hope. If all these children got chance and they got exposure to the nature, it may be that they will create such a history, they will make such a records that history will name them. That will, all the incident they will do, they will become a history in their life. That's why again he makes an appeal to all those people who are responsible, either it is a governor of the area or it is the teacher of that school or the donors or inspectors. He makes them a clear-cut request that please don't let them stay in that school forever. Give them chance sometimes to expose to the nature by taking these children to the green fields and also giving them chance to see the sea and let them give some times to play on the sea beach and the sand. Then you will see a development in their personality and in their life also. And they will be able to appreciate then everything, and there may be a possibility that all these children then will create some historical event. Okay, that's all. Thank you.